Hello and welcome to the Urban Fairy. I thought I'd do something a bit different tonight and show you some of the stuff I do when I'm bored, which isn't very often. There's nothing spectacular here, but all of us who collect jewelry end up with containers and drawers full of glass beads and plastic and wooden and clasps and chains and is it amber and little teeny beads rolling around my wooden floor under my feet, in the couch, in the pillows. So at some point you look at it and think maybe you should reimagine what this broken bracelet could be. And here are a few pieces that I've reimagined. I started here with just loving this piece of art glass. I think it's beautiful. And then I added these beads. One are sort of a root beer color and the other are moon glow. And that's what it looks like. I think it's kind of pretty. Probably something I wouldn't really wear. This one was just simply faux pearls on a string. I liked the orange and the black in there, and then this just happened to go with it. And that's a pendant made from a shell and with some kind of needlework there. And that was that. These were prayer beads. I restrung them because they come apart, and this has a little piece of jade on it. And then I found out there's a specific number to the beads, so I restrung it so that the numbers would match. And I don't know if these beads are cinnabar or wood. I'm not sure what they are, but they're really spectacular color. And then I mixed in black because I think sometimes when you just use one color, it doesn't show up as nicely as it could. This one I'm going to redo. So the butterfly was from a bracelet, which altogether was maybe too much, and then strung with some glass faux pearls and some crystals. The thing is, this is meant to be a double strand, and I thought that I would redo it and have it a double strand for a little while and then move it into a one strand. I'll play with that. Nothing is written in stone, is it? Another, oops. Oh, this one, now I'm tangled. So, let's see here if I can untangle this. Oh, these chains. Through the magic of video. And there we are, untangled. This I just put a few beads on a double strand chain. It's sort of silver tone and black. I liked this piece. It's just plastic, but I quite liked it. So yeah, that was a cinch to put together. And then this one was, the necklace came as it was, and then I put this on it because I just thought it was a bit boring as it was. So, and the necklace itself looks handmade. Doesn't mean it's not beautiful. It doesn't mean that somebody making it didn't put a lot of their love and magic into what they were doing. This I've shown before, but I got a really wonderful lot of jewelry from my jewelry addiction, Tanya, and when I put this bracelet on, which was all of the yellow beads, it came apart. And so the beads were gorgeous, and the art glass kind of worked with these colored beads, and so that's what I put together. But I'm looking at it now. Did I like miscount? And there should be 2 beads there. Oh dear, I hate that. I tend to be a little bit symmetrical, perhaps too much so when I do things like this. You should see me playing with Lego. Like everything has to match. Oh, it's a little annoying, probably for anybody else who's with me. But Let's see. This was simple. Another one I've shown in another video. I got this piece of beautiful glass. I don't know what it is about this. It's just gorgeous. And so I made a really simple necklace for it. And that's what that looks like. I didn't think it needed very much. And this with the similar beads as the other one. They're really pretty beads. The color doesn't show much here, that they're almost like a steely. Oh no, these ones are different actually. These ones are like a silvery blue tone. Anyway, I made this. I put this pendant on the bottom of it. God knows why. I have no idea why I thought that would work, but you know, can always take it apart and do it again, right? I just made this one the other day. This is, what is it? Is it onyx? Is it really dark malachite or really dark bloodstone, or I don't know what it is. I've had it forever and I love the feel of it. And so I think I took a bracelet apart, took all the hematite beads out of it and restrung it as a necklace, which I thought it deserved a neck rather than a wrist. I'm not sure why I think that way, but there you go. And that's what it looks like. I love the beads in this. These ones, they're just plastic, but they're really, yeah, no. Yeah. And then these are some kind of stone as well. I'm not sure what they are, but if anybody has an idea about that piece of semi-precious something, let me know. Oh, I just did this the other day too. Oh, I'm sorry. This was, all the big beads were one stretch bracelet, which I thought was just a bit much as a bracelet. So I made it into a necklace and matched the beads up, and somebody I think will enjoy wearing that piece. It's something about blue glass. My kitchen windows are all blue glass. Call that poor man's stained glass, but I actually have an incredible piece of stained glass that my late ex-husband made. What's this? Oh, I did all this for this little teeny piece of, I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. And so I did some glass beads on that. And here was, I've had a lot of turquoise bits lying around, and then I found this pendant, which I believe is Zumi. I might be wrong. And so I made this coral and turquoise chip necklace with the nice pendant. And that's what it looks like. It's great color. And last but not least, how could you not fall in love with that piece of art glass? And then there's a story here, because see these big plastic beads? I've had them forever, and I thought they were really cool, so I thought I'd add them to this. And while I had a pile of stuff going, I needed to check to see if something was turquoise, and the black light hit on what I thought was plastic, and that's exactly the color you'd want from amber. So what a surprise that was. I was checking the smaller stuff, not the big stuff, but there's that, and I will show you what that looks like. Open it up. I had strung it once, and then I didn't like what I did, so I strung it again, but yeah, I like that, like the sound of it too. And so that's it. It's nothing special, but it's kind of what I do when I feel like, you know, I need to do something. And so that's what it all looks like. Whoa. Yeah, I need something better than this. And that's all I've got. If you liked the video, you could hit the thumbs up. God, I'm so sick of saying thumbs up. If you don't like the video, there are people out there, Jason Adams, Tanya, who's on my jewelry addiction, Gigi. There's tons of people who are way better at this than I am. I'm just learning. My hope is that one day, if I ever retire, because I work in the arts, that maybe I'll start selling all the stuff. And it's taking over the house. I thought, oh, it's jewelry. How big can it get? And just a warning, it can get pretty darn big. So that's the end of this. And if you notice at the end of the video, there's a little ad for my latest book, which is called The Jazz Musician's Daughter. It's available on Amazon, and if you're not into stories about lovers, don't get it. But if you are, you might have fun. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. A little about me. So I was in my first play when my mother was 4 months pregnant with me. So that kind of established a love for theater. I created a theater company in 2006 called Flushing Productions, still going. And I'm a playwright, and I've had over 100 productions of various different plays done in various different countries. Probably the highlight was touring a play I wrote about the Easter Rising in Ireland, during the centenary of the Easter Rising. And it was terrifying and wonderful because I'm Irish, and I knew that if they didn't like that a Canadian wrote their story, or they didn't like the play, they would tell me. But it was really wonderful. So imagine this. You and your crazy friend are in your comfy clothes. You got the table laden with grapes and olives and good bread from the Jamaican bakery around the corner, and cheese, and you're partway through your second bottle of Baco Noir Sandbanks. They don't endorse this video, but they're a really good wine out of Ontario, just in case you needed to know that. And the conversation turns to sex, doesn't it always? Amid an array of questions, gasps, and uncontrollable laughter, you share sordid stories of exes, one-night stands, and the one that got away. Clearly, I am the crazy friend, and I'm the one sharing stories. The Jazz Musician's Daughter. It's a collection of stories around every lover I've ever had. Have I enjoyed too many lovers? Too few? These are stories that don't always include the lover because, you know, it's not all about them, but it kind of is. It's about every lover that's come in and out of my life, no matter how briefly, and some were very briefly. I was at the time immersed in a world of music, and many stories are from the 80s, when boys were pretty and sex was way more fun and morals were looser. They're not just about the men I've had, but, you know, the tales of the men with more red flags than the United Nations, the failed flirting rituals, including mine. The time I helped deliver a baby in a bathtub, the wedding we almost destroyed. Well, it wasn't me. And other stories like that will be included in a chapter called Fouls, Interceptions, and Incomplete Passes. So the book comes out on March the 17th, St. Paddy's Day. It seemed appropriate. And I just suggest, if you get the book, it's from Amazon.ca. I'm not sure what other Amazons will have it, but we'll see. When you read it, pour a glass of wine or single malt scotch or a Guinness or a coffee, whatever your poison is, and join me in the adventures of the jazz musician's daughter.